Hello, it is Dr. Calico, and today we are going to be playing some more Avorion. When we last left off, I'll be entirely honest, I don't remember. But we have a pretty good ship right here. Actually, this looks profitable. Yeah, and also, we have fixed the sound effects as well. That's one thing I've done my meantime, because now, as a, as opposed to... Okay, now that's actually much more reasonable. So yeah, the sound effects are going to be a lot quieter from now on. And sorry for blowing out everyone's eardrums. That was not my intention. As for what I ate before the stream started, it was a nice big bowl of tater tots. Yeah, it is a potato product. Bulletin board. High capacity lenses. Go over here. Actually, I'm just gonna continue mining while the batteries recharge. And also, one of the commenters who is I believe one of the nitro boosters for the Avorion Discord said that, uh, I think it's, I'm trying to remember here, yeah, my brain's just fried. Basically, they don't like how I play with the camera offset. Well, I'm just like, well, how else am I supposed to see what I'm doing here? Because I have turrets on basically a cage. And so I need to offset it like this. Just to have everything fire. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that expedition into the Rift really did boost our titanium income as well. Yeah, we got like 40,000 titanium more than we started with. Which is enough to afford another ship should I get one. But I think what I want to do is actually start up some industries. If I'm able to. Yeah, what I refer to by industries are stations that can manufacture goods. This also includes all of the resource gathering stations, such as the solar power plant, all the mines, gas collectors, scrap metal traders. Yeah, they all collect resources. maybe I also want a proper military ship too. Yeah, basically, there's a lot of plans here. Whoops. Meant to do that. And yeah, it looks like there's just a big pile of nothing here. Well, almost nothing. And yeah, we gotta wait for that battery to recharge too. Okay, that's gonna be valuable. Okay, it's somewhat valuable. Yeah, once that battery reaches full, I'm just gonna say we're out of here. Screw the titanium. Because we need to complete this mission first. Okay, I think just one more asteroid and we're out of here. Okay, I think there's some minerals here. Oh, yeah, didn't want to do that. Well, that might be a setback. I think it was like half the battery. Yeah, we could totally get there in 10 minutes. Might be a bit of a stretch, though. Also, I've been thinking, I want to design some turrets. Yeah, so let's delete all of this. Okay, so there is no secondary colors for turrets. Good to know. Okay, put that there. Oh, this is actually, that's wrong. Transfer selection to the turret base. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on here. Turns out I'm just bad. Okay, put this here, 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 and here. And then what I want to do is gray this. This here, and now select all of this. Transfer the selection to the turret body. Assign the rotation point here. Yep, it works. Nah, I don't want to go any lower. Oh hi, welcome to the stream. We are currently playing, some casual Avorion. How's everything going? Yeah, we're just building a turret, and then we're gonna apply the turret design, and I forget which color I'm using. Okay, what color am I using? Control-C, V. So, primary color is Deep Sky Blue. You're doing good. So what is your favorite Avorion weapon? Personally... Now, this is going to be a bit of a weird take. Chain guns. Those are my favorite weapon because they are old reliable. Like, there is no stipulations to firing it. It doesn't... It has pretty much no requirements. And you get them, like, pretty much immediately, too. So I need to let's search for deep sky blue. There it is. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a classic, even though it definitely gets outdated, like, very quickly. No, I mean, like, by the time you get laser weapons, chain guns are just, like, they're not good anymore. Yeah, everyone's like coaxial seeker launchers and things like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I respect that. But me, I'm just like, honestly, the classics. Also, how many blocks do I... Okay, 42 blocks. Turret designs are only able to go up to 250, I believe. Okay, now what we want to do is, I think what we want to do is... Hang on, this isn't working. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's actually what I wanted to do. Put this here. Yeah, and then we're going to have basically a no, wait. What kind of chain gun? Pretty much all chain guns are my favorite. But if I were to go for any specific chain gun, I would have to say probably uh, if I could have like any chain gun in the entire universe, I would just have uh, probably just a standard chain gun. Like there's nothing special about it at this point. You know, it just fires bullets and I'll be happy. Yeah, basically, in a nutshell, deals physical damage. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, just physical damage. Yeah, sorry, I'm like really sidetracked because turret building is interesting and I have both autism and ADHD. Okay, put this here. And then the last thing to do is here, and then transfer this to the turret barrel. And then assign barrel rotation point. Yeah, no plasma or anti-mana with shield penetration. Nah, nothing. Yeah, yeah, you can't go wrong with the classics. Unless they have physical resistance, in which case you're kind of screwed. Then actually, hang on, let's go back to titanium here. Then I don't really see, okay, hide other parts, thank goodness. Then grid size, scale, step. Actually, can I make this even smaller? Oh yeah, I totally can make this smaller. Okay, how does this look? Nope, that ain't gonna fly. Yeah, chain guns cap out in like 2,000 damage per slot in the center. Yeah, and I think uh, pretty much the highest you can go for like coax seekers is like 3,000, 4,000. But if if you're not getting outclassed by the damage, here's the problem with chain guns. You're getting outclassed by range, which is even worse. Yeah, because you can have all the damage per second in the universe, but you're still not going to be able to deal damage. If, for instance, the enemy can just run away from you. Okay, I think that looks pretty alright. Yeah, highest Seeker is like 7,000 DPS per slot in the current update. I'm not entirely sure if they actually changed how weapons work. I know they did for adding in new damage types, but as well as reworking the slots. Yeah, they definitely changed that. But yeah, I'm just gonna admit I'm not well versed in how weapons actually perform. Yeah, it's like if you were to ask me um, a couple of things like, yeah, what's this? What's this? Yeah, what is this? Like, what's the DPS like a coax seeker launcher? And I'm just gonna be like, I don't know. I know it's like I know at least 4,000 DPS a slot is good, but what's the upper cap? I have no idea. The only theoretical upper cap I know is like at Tech 1, you can get a, I think, 130 DPS chain gun. Which is practically double, or possibly triple, if you're really lucky, the average DPS of like everything else in the region. Okay, we're gonna assign this to the muzzle blocks. And then we're gonna save the... yeah, new folder. Turrets. Turrets and ships. Whoops. Save the current design. Rename to... There we go. Then let's shift here. Save designs, apply design. Yeah, what is your favorite station? Now that's an interesting question. Yeah, personally, I have to say that my... yeah, because are we talking station as in industry? Or station as in other station? Like consumers? Because those are two very different questions when you think about it. Because favorite factory, you could just put that as like anything. Like, if you were to say favorite station, I could theoretically just say, oh yeah, all industries. Because, yeah, they all make money. But that's a pretty boring answer. Yeah, but what is the favorite station, like, any station? Personally, I have to go with the shipyard. Because, one, which industry, if industry? Personally, yeah, favorite station in industry is gonna have to be chemical plant, and the favorite station non-industry is going to be the shipyard. Yeah, because the chemical plant, it has a really complicated chain to produce things, but it also has like half a dozen outputs as well. And one of those outputs specifically is like really good for mines. Yeah. Okay, so that does not work. Yeah, the big question is how does one or what other station chemical plant give me a headache? Yeah, the thing about chemical plants is that yeah, the chemical plant does give you a headache. It takes like 7 other stations to just begin production. But the instant that you get a chemical plant online, you can actually, if you have mines, you can just consume your own acid. And plus, chemicals are also useful in like a couple of other things as well, such as I'm pretty sure they're useful in. Um, I don't have the stations remembered off the top of my head. I think I'm gonna have to say like explosives, like rockets, use a chemical product as well. And like there's a couple of industries where they use chemical plant products, so that's going to be a pretty big pain point. Oh, I can just do this. Yeah, this is much more efficient. Yeah, yeah, I just found out the oh yeah, fully consuming all the chemical plant goods. Yeah, it's just painful because yeah, you got like 7 different outputs and there is no one station that takes everything. But I mean, at least the mines take them, take the acid, which is a bit of a pain. Uh, So, yay on that one. And also, what was I doing here? 33AA. Open save designs, and we're going to, yep. Yeah, basically this is the cheat code for rapid turrets. Uh, excuse me? What? Hang on. Why is that tiny? Yeah, why is this turret design tiny? That was honestly that was a bit weird. Yeah, someone's gonna need to explain that one to me. Yeah, I've been playing this game since I think before assembly blocks were even introduced. So yeah, that's yeah, I am like old at this point. Yeah, also, why is it so tiny? Yeah, surely it's just a one-off fluke, right? Yeah, it is not a one-off fluke. Yeah, shield pen chain guns are kind of working against itself with plasma. Oh yeah, pretty much anything with plasma and shield penetration is, it does not synergize with itself. Like, if you see a plasma, I think I actually at one point got a plasma, okay, I forgot that one weapon that pierces shields at like 80% chance. Oh, pulse cannons, yeah. You get a plasma pulse cannon, that is bad. Because it's like 80-90% chance to ignore shields, and that plasma's never going to be useful there. But antimatter pulse cannons, oh, oh boy, that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be hell on earth for anyone else. Until you get the impenetrable shield upgrade. If you have enemies with impenetrable shields, your damage is just gone. Plasma pulse cannons don't exist, I think. I swore I got one at one point. I don't remember, though. You know that sometimes weapons do like to deviate from their standard damage type, though. But I'm not entirely sure about the rules of weapon damage deviation either, so it is possible that pretty big case of the Mandela effect, and I never actually got one. Yeah, the client is waiting for their goods, get them delivered. I'm right here. Just give me a minute, okay? You can't rush perfection. Or a dead battery. Yeah, besides, does this ship look like it was made to deliver goods? Yeah, paint it red to go faster. Okay, yeah, let's do a quick thought experiment on that. Affinity Deep Sky Blue and Deep Sky Blue. I'm pretty sure that paint... Yeah, actually, that's just a myth. Painting does not work. But yet everyone... yeah. Yeah, just... Yeah, I know. It's always the... Yeah, this car goes fast because it's red. Yeah, basically everything that's red goes fast. Yeah, I actually don't know where that originated from, to be honest. Yeah, like, oh, hang on. Yeah, did it originate from, like, some, car-related movie? Racing-related movie? Oh, it's Orc Logic, Warhammer. Yeah, the same franchise where a marine who ran out of ammo shot a bunch of orcs to death. Okay, so let's, okay, that was a bit of a lag spike. The big question I have is, where can I find more titanium to refine? Yeah, we got like 90,000 titanium, and I need to raise up so much to get some industries going. Okay, it's the new steel production plant. What is my favorite torpedo? This. I don't use them. Yeah, why do I not use torpedoes? Because for some odd reason, when you get into the nitty-gritty of it, they are an absolute pain to replace in vanilla. You can't really build them, which is also a downside. And plus, you also have like a bunch of other guns that take a lot of nothing to fire as well. And then you also have like missiles as well, which behave pretty much the same thing, but they're just even better. Oh, and also point defense too. Yeah, basically you get all of these things on a torpedo, and they're just kind of weird. Yeah, especially when we have an effective side-grade torpedoes called missiles, and those cannot be shot down. But yeah, I think we definitely need to find an asteroid field or something. Probably should have got a scout ship or something. Yeah, or I could have also gotten a cargo ship at this point. Yeah. You know, I think that we have a pretty decent amount of firepower here of 272 Omicron. What could go wrong? Actually, on second thought, I just realized what went wrong in the last video. We're gonna get outranged. Yeah, because the Zotan and the Rift, their weapon ranges were longer than mine, so yeah, there's just nothing I could really do about that. Yeah, I think what I wanted to do is also get like a map of faction territory if I can get enough influence as well. Or just have a scout ship and find an empty, like, large empty sector of space. Yeah, I know that you can found stations on another faction's territory, or even, hell, in another faction's territory. But to me, that just seems a little weird. Yeah, and people can also cheese it too by, like, founding an alliance and just founding twice as many stations, and that's, yeah, just kind of leaves a sour taste in my mouth when you game the system. Yeah, basically, I just don't like the meta. Yeah, the meta is stupid because it's the meta. Yeah, if you're metagaming, then that kind of just ruins the fun. Yeah, I mean, you can also like, I think you just buy Rift research data from, I think it's like a captain smuggler, a merchant smuggler, something like that. And yeah, you can totally do it, but I will absolutely hate you for it because you have just negated a huge challenge of the Rift DLC, and it doesn't really feel that intended. Yeah, it's like in Man vs. Machine, Team Fortress 2, you just skip immediately to the end and get all the loot. Which it's like, come on. Yeah, these things cost money. Why are you doing this? Yeah, I know that we can't really use iron ore for anything in industry, but it's really good for money because we can just sell it. Yeah, every piece of iron ore is worth, I think, 8 credits base value. That's what I remember from my own resource depot, which I believe is not affected by price fluctuations. Also, I'm gonna use quality of life, map quality of life. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Yeah, this playthrough is like it's pretty vanilla compatible. Yeah, it's only like I'm only running like 4 mods, and all of them are relatively reasonable, such as the library is one of them. The quality of life Galaxy quality of life. Um, Static founding cost is another one of them. And what else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, diamond and gemstone mines. Yeah, those are modded too. Yeah, because for some odd reason, diamonds and gemstones, there is no mine for them. So pretty much the only way to get them is by uh, pretty much trading for them. And once the trader runs out, they're gone forever. Well, no way we can fix that. And yeah, I think that this might be a relatively decent location for setting up some industries. Yeah, but I want to see if I can go over here. And also, I want to see what's over here as well. Wait, what? That's a third faction. We have 1, 2, 3 factions here. That's honestly... That's actually kind of hilarious. I thought I was dealing with only 2 factions, but knowing that I'm now basically at the intersection between all 3 of them, that's actually kind of funny. Yeah, we got the Republic, we have the Guild, and we have the Corporation. Yeah, I thought that this faction would just go off just a little bit more over to the right here. It did not. It ends like right around here. What difficulty is this? This is Expert, which is the 1-to-1 difficulty. Basically, nobody gets bonuses, nobody gets uh, penalties. So basically, if you want to make a good ship, you better make a good ship. Yeah, because this is a bit punishing, but not Dark Souls punishing. Basically, everything is seen at eye level. Computation mainframe factories. That's a lot of computation mainframes. Yeah, they don't really offer that much. Yeah, insane mode where enemy spawns every 3 minutes. You gotta be pretty damn good at Avorion if you hope to beat that. Yeah, because I do know in the server .ini, you can actually configure how frequently enemies spawn. Yep. Okay, we got hostiles here. Yeah, but this sector is rich in minerals. And actually, oh, hang on a moment. Is that like those are pretty much two asteroids like directly next to each other. What the hell is that? Yeah, I'm not worried so far because they'll just be breaking off the really tiny, inexpensive pieces. We can deal with that. Okay, rotate slightly to the right. That way we got two sets of chain guns firing on them at the same time. We got rotate slightly over here so we can double the firepower. Okay, just keep moving. Yeah, they're breaking off all sorts of tiny bits and pieces. Yeah, have I tried the rift stuff? I actually did try the rift stuff, I believe, uh, in the third video that is currently on YouTube. And I also even participated in playtesting the Rift DLC as well. Well, and yeah, rifts are fun. Yeah, I just wish that we had the old soundtracks, though. Yeah, man, I miss those old soundtracks. Okay, fire angles off. Continue to be over here. You just keep them in a quadrant. Yeah, I think this pirate might be pacified. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's moving. How hard is it to only get resources in the rift? Actually, it's insanely easy. I actually tried once with a depth of 1, and basically it was only the enemies were the challenge. Getting the resources itself is no challenge. Yeah, you just need to raw mine it. No, really, minimum difficulty is like really good for resource extraction. But also, I did this in like the third video too, which is yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, it's on YouTube on Dr. Calico's channel, which is my channel. Okay, I'm pretty sure that killing this pirate will also give us a pretty good reputation boost as well. Oh, and also the icons are changing from purple to blue. And we're done. No more pirates here. Our salvaging laser. Actually, we got a few of these things. Yeah, our salvage, our salvage. Put those here, and head over here. I'm pretty sure there's nothing of value left here. Except for maybe all sorts of tiny scraps of iron. Yeah, I remember when they did that one resource harvesting change, which was that resource harvesters deal less damage to non-technical blocks. Yeah, they reverted that in, like, I think a few days. Because they realized, whoops, we just killed salvaging. Yeah, yeah, people were not happy with that one. I mean, the logic was still there. It's like, yeah, we want to make sure that people harvest just the technical blocks or something like that. Like, okay, fair. A repair ship. We were just in combat. You cannot repair the ship. If you have taken damage in the last 30 seconds. And also, we're just going to repair missing blocks only because it is also cheaper. Yeah, no, really, you don't need to do full repairs every single time. That just wastes resources. Yeah, what's better is if you just repair the missing blocks and then let the mechanics just fix up the rest. Yeah, the reason why is because I think 1.8 thousand titanium is what you're saving right here. Possibly even more since I'm healing myself as well. Okay, we got a bunch of titanium here. Yeah, rich titanium in hidden asteroids. Yep, and we're done with that. We done that one too. Okay, this is actually good because there's a lot of blue here. Yeah, eventually the blue will transition to like cyan and then green. No, wait, it only transitions to green if you're allied. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, we need so much titanium just to get our first factory up and running. Yeah, I think that having like a large surplus of minerals on top of that as well means that you can just sell it for money. Yeah, actually, I think that I should also get a military ship as well, just to patrol this sector as well. Okay, how much titanium do we have here? 18,000. Not much, but oh well, better than nothing. Actually, I'm also gonna add that note there. Yeah, I think let's go back to the resource depot. Yeah, let's refine this. Yeah, fighter spam is a strategy for surviving insane mode. I would like to argue no, it is not, because there are dedicated ships just for point defense. And losing fighters, that is like a permanent reduction in firepower for like the next 30 minutes or something like that. Yeah, I don't think it is a strategy. The strategy in general is just destroy ship before you are destroyed. Especially since fighters have their range capped at 3.5 kilometers, and point defense has a range longer than that. Yeah, I've seen point defense ships not lasting long against fighters. Okay, fair. Yeah, it's just that once you get like 3 point defense ships, then things might get a bit sketchy at best. Yeah, I don't want to. I want to not do that. Also, I missed the resource depot. So yeah, let's just go back. Yeah, I mean, if you focus down the point defense ships, then it's fair. But if you let them live, that is a problem. And they're definitely going to live if there are multiple of them. What you got there? IMF. There's nothing we can do about IMF. Yeah, basically, it's like the League of Legends, where it's like, oh yeah, just blow up the marksman. What if they have like 5 marksmen? Yeah, yeah, if their entire team is marksmen, which is a bad idea already, that is a problem. Because all of them are going to be dealing damage, and if you blow up one, there is another. Oh, you blow up the second marksman? There's a third marksman. Oh wait, you just blew up the fourth marksman too? Well, guess what? Now there's the fifth marksman. And I'm no genius, but I'm pretty sure that an assassin cannot deal with 5 marksmen all at once. Yeah, especially if one of the marksmen is someone like Ash. Where Ash can just ult the assassin and just be like, yeah, just kill that guy. And then he just spontaneously dies. No, really, marksman can output like a lot of damage in League of Legends. Occupy cast register 468, please. Yeah, point defense ships don't really run flak, but they do run point defense. And yeah, I have gone up against like 3 point defense ships at once, and it was just pain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the vast majority of my fighters died. And this was using, I believe, the best weapons in the sector as well. Yeah, it was not a good time. Okay, we got a pretty good chunk of titanium saved up now. Yeah, also a good chunk of money saved up too. But that still just isn't enough. Yeah, have you done the Black Market DLC? I haven't installed. I've done like the start of it like several times, but haven't really done a full playthrough of that yet. Okay, there's traders here as well. Yeah, Black Market's interesting on on paper, especially because it's like their first DLC. But then you get to Rifts, and oh boy, they really outdone themselves with Rifts. Yeah, I think that actually right around here, I think that this is a good spot for building factories, because there's like nothing here. And we've got like the cornerstone of 3 factions. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we got our industrial spot set out. And yeah, I'm not seeing much of anything here. Okay, hopefully... why build a factory in an empty spot? Because I want to? Yes, the meta is to build factories inside faction territory. Again, I hate the meta. Yep, some degree of meta is reasonable, but when it gets to the point of, oh yeah, just take advantage of something else, I'm just like, that's a little bit too far, and yeah, that's gonna be a little bit too far. Yeah, like, yeah, a little bit too far for my tastes. Yeah, basically, it's like the dungeon master saying, yeah, not at my table. Yeah, especially since I am so accustomed to building all the way out in the very corners of the galaxy for challenge runs. Why? Because they're challenge runs. Challenges are fun. No factory sector, just a ship docked to an entire factory chain. That is going to be an absolute pain to tug around, because the moment you jump into faction territory with that, you'll be taking a massive reputation hit. Why will you be taking a massive reputation hit? Because you have just taken over the sector. Because the way sector ownership works is whoever has the majority of stations. And stations for NPCs don't go that high. They go to like 10 or something. Also, I really need to get around here. Yeah, don't jump into faction territory. A seller ship just takes the good to sell. But then you also run into the problem of this. Yeah, what do you do when you're against, like, essentially a wall that goes around for, like, hundreds of sectors? You're kind of screwed. Yeah, you can't transport the ship over there because with the travel command, it just undocks everything, and now you have to redock everything again. Basically, it is a bit clunky to use, in my opinion. Yeah, get better hyperspace. Oh yeah, the solution to everything, just run faster. Yeah, I need to go beside this wall. I need to get around this 2,000 meter wall. Solution: run faster. But yeah, hyperdrive upgrades, in my opinion, they've kind of taken a hit ever since they reworked how the hyperspace. Wait, what block is it? Yeah, they reworked the hyperspace core, so it's much less effective. Yeah, basically the Neonite hyperspace core might as well just be useless at this point. No, really, all the hyperspace core does is it eats up energy and gives you just a little bit of additional hyperspace reach distance. Yeah, but then you get something like Botton's hyperspace drive, and now you're traveling places. The downside of getting Botton's hyperspace upgrade, though, is the fact that he's Botton. So you probably need to travel for at least, like several minutes, or possibly even hours. Or in worst case scenario, days, just to get everything to assemble the hyperspace scrambler and destroy his hyperdrive. And then you need to do it all over again. So yeah, it is a really good upgrade, but an absolute pain to get. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna call it the walking simulator upgrade. Yeah, not because it's bad, but because the method of getting it is bad. Yeah, also, what's in the equipment dock? Some pretty good stuff. Aw. Also, I'm gonna take that combat turret control system too. Yeah, also we can't really install any more upgrades since we already filled the last slot of upgrade. Yeah, basically we're running 5 slots and we already have 5 slots used. Factory can have 15 subsystem slots without, yeah, any station can have, actually, any station has no limits on size. Yep, any station, yep, every station in the game, there is no size limit. And thank goodness for that, because putting size limits on stations is a bit dumb. Yeah, because imagine that a station couldn't go above 51,000 health. That is not very fun. Especially since stations are not known for being cheap anyway. Oh no, did we get the docking bug? Yeah, we got the docking bug. Well, only way to fix that is to reload the save. Oh, hello there. Fancy seeing you again. It is not still there. Nope, not there. Have I encountered the Avorion symbol before? Yeah, many times. Yeah, when you're exploring a lot of sectors, you're gonna see it every so often. In fact, it was also on the main menu in episode 1 of my YouTube series of this as well, when I was showing off the new PC. Okay, I think that what we want to do is, I'd say let's go to another Rift research station. Because why not? Encounter it in-game? Yes, I've encountered it in-game. Yeah, plus there's, like, yeah, you explore for long enough, you're gonna see it. And quite frequently, too. Yeah, it's like every 200th or so sector, it's like, oh hey, that's the symbol! Yeah, I think there was even one guy who found it as an abandoned ship. Not sure about that one, though. Might have been modded. It's like 11:18 p.m. and we got like another hour. One and good to go. Yeah, we got Zonin on our tail. And honestly, this doesn't sound like a pretty bad plan to live on, though. Yeah. Not sure about if there's any water on there, but we do have some pretty nice, really cyan skies. And there's also a source of light as well. So yeah, probably habitable. Alright, Operation Exodus. April Fools, yeah, April Fools is, yeah. Yeah, basically they turn on everything to be cubes, and I'm pretty sure you can actually enable it manually too, any time of the year. Okay, yeah, they are definitely on a collision course for the pirates. Yeah, no chance. Yeah, no chance as well. You need some energy regen. Here's the problem with that. I don't think we can actually get more energy regen. Actually, maybe it is slightly possible. Yeah, if we just look at the batteries here. Yeah, energy container. Yeah, we're definitely at the limits of what we can do with our ship at this point. I'm pretty sure that's like the extent of what we can do. Yeah, we can't build any more blocks because we cannot build any more blocks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at that point that might as well just be the only modification that we're actually going to be making. Then what I want to do is I'm just going to delete this, rename this. And we're good to go. To have less walls, I'm not really concerned about that. We have about 2,000 blocks. Yeah, this isn't like a 20,000 block ship. This is a 2,000 block ship where, nah, it's not really that important. And plus, I think that you can't really get anything smaller than this anyway. I mean, you absolutely can, but then that's, nah, rather not. This, though, I think we can do this. Okay, so it's time for some modifications of this ship. Yeah, what can we get rid of? Yeah, because we need some docks, and are docks functional? They are not functional. Okay, that's actually huge. So yeah, I say let's update this. Wait, hang on. Yeah, might want a faster ship. I think that everything is perfectly fine as is. Or at least mostly fine. Yeah, the problem isn't really the speed, it's more about the fact that we're just getting outranged. So yeah, I think we're gonna need some better weapons than that. And I'm pretty sure that that's pretty much it. Yeah, just some pretty minor modifications and we're good to go. Actually, let's also take a 4-range chain gun as well. Yeah, I think it's time we upgrade the range from 3 to 4. Yeah, and plus, just changing out the batteries has pretty much solved out, like, a couple of issues. Yeah, just that one tweak made the ship, like, at least 25% better. Favorite Rift subsystem? Don't really have one. There's like too many to choose from. Trade equipment. Okay, we already have a 4-range chain gun. Yeah, DPS is 32. Yeah, nothing that particularly stands out. Three A. I'm pretty sure that is going to break the game if I do that. Yeah, apparently you can sell the Rift Cord for 0 credits. Maybe. Don't want to do that. Because that is what we like to call a really bad idea. Anyway, it's off to the rifts we go. What's my mass? Yeah, that's over. Oh wait, the teleporter isn't even oriented the right way. I'm gonna collide with it. Yeah, I think we could go for +1 Zodin strength here. But yeah, there are definitely a lot of unique equipments. All of them have their own place. Alright, let's do it. The bitrate is going to go down. Okay, so we need to get over to here. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a shootout. Also, they're engaging a defense platform. This is actually really good. But yeah, there is just absolutely no way in hell that we are going to be able to mine these rift crystals. Yeah, just not a shot. And they're aggroed. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, rifts are definitely not very performance friendly. I think we bit off more than what we can chew here. Yeah, we just do not have the damage. Yeah, we're screwed. Yeah, that was extremely unprofitable. Yeah, apparently I think we activated the... Uh, yeah. So let's see here. I think that what we need to do is we need a dedicated combat ship for that. So we're just going to undo all these modifications here. 3 seconds. And then we're going to reapply the ship design. And that will refund a bunch of stuff. Yeah, let's just keep this outfitted for pretty much mining exclusively. R mining and R mining. Yeah, you just can't win them all. Yeah, maybe we should come back here. Yeah, I think that what we should do is we should come back here when we have Neonite. That way we can have a natural material advantage. And with a ship specifically designed for this. Yeah, do you like turret factory turrets? Turrets have like triple the damage from a turret factory. Everybody likes turret factory turrets. Yeah, manufactured turrets are like godlike. Yeah, you will not be finding a single person who does not like turret factory turrets. Yeah, let's yeah, let's just keep seeing what we can find here. Yeah, purchase all of your Rift research data using a merchant. I said we're not doing that. That is too cheesy. And there's another faction here. Actually, this looks like an even better place to set up industry. Because it is, like, yeah, a big pile of nothing. Yeah, when you find nothing, you can actually do something there. How cheesy? Very cheesy. Basically, you have just invalidated the entire point of the DLC cheesy. Why not use the gate? It costs money! Because I want to save money. Yeah, I mean, sure, the price tag might be a dime a dozen, but you don't get anything out of it. Other than, congratulations! You are now in this location. Actually, I think we should go for the distress signal. What could go wrong? Get swaxed. Oh. Yeah, we are totally in the location to do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's like guaranteed on 8th jump, and I think this is like number 6. Oh, right. So this is embarrassing. I walked in without any weapons installed. You know, I probably should have seen that one. Okay, big question is how many pirates can we take down with us? Yeah, my money is on 3. Yeah, we are taking some pretty heavy damage here. Okay, we've taken down one. Yeah, that's one confirmed kill so far. Okay, they're dropping things. They're definitely dropping things. Okay, that's 2 kills so far. That looks valuable. DPS of 36.8 and okay, let's compare it with what we got here. Yeah, this looks like it's pretty low DPS. Yeah, that'll be a bit of a firepower upgrade. Attacking target. Autofire, that is 3 pirates down. My prediction still stands. Yeah, I think we actually got them all. 4 down. Okay, things just got more interesting here. Five down. Actually, I think we're gonna need to abandon ship here. Yeah, that's definitely not very good. Never mind. Focus fire on this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't fire torpedoes because I'm too close. Yeah, the structural damage looks bad, but it's nothing important. That doesn't look like it's good. Alright, what do we get? Oh my god. Yes, please. Another one down. What do we get? Point defense. I didn't say you could leave. Okay, fine, you left. But Top's DPS just tripled. Practically. Yeah, went from 20 to 50. Nah, he moves too fast. Yeah, the rest are just not engaging. I think this encounter's over. Oh, never mind, you're back. Yeah, two pirates that just will not want to talk. They just will not want to engage. And we got one that's running away. But yeah, he's definitely not having a really good day. Yep, someone here is having a really, really bad day. And it's not me. Two more left to go, and they're refusing to move. Actually, did I blow off all their thrusters? They're both damaged. I think I destroyed their thrusters. Because let's see here. That's an intact engine. And over here... Yeah, those are intact engines. They got no thrusters. They're dead in the water. Yeah, that's interesting. The fact that if you destroy all the engines of a ship, they just stop moving. Either if you destroy all the engines or all the thrusters, they can't really do anything. Second to last one down. No more hostiles. We got them all. And yeah, it was a slog, but oh well, it was my slog. I chose to fight that. One, two, three, four. Surely there's stuff in here. Just some generic scrap, I guess. Why not auto-fire the salvage? That's not my playstyle. Yeah, some people do it. I'm not one of them. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, besides, actually, do we have enough turrets and control slots to do that anyway? Yeah, we kind of do. Yeah, I thought you meant, like, in combat, but, yeah, that actually makes sense. Yeah, yeah, a bunch of scrap metal. Alright, and now, yeah, is there anything else? Yeah, I think that, yeah, we've definitely been out of combat for long enough. 319. Not too shabby. Yeah, definitely have not taken damage for long enough. And time to get moving. I don't think there's anything else here. Okay, there was a bit of something there. Okay, this would be helpful for reputation. Okay, so this is definitely a military faction. Yeah, I think I want to set up shop here eventually. Yeah, in insurance mode... In same mode, you cannot even trade on bad rep. I'm pretty sure that... Hang on. I'm pretty sure that that's not a thing. I'm pretty sure that is not specific to insane. Normal, difficulty. Mean enemy, stupid damage. Oh, it's just worst initial relations. Yeah, nothing here specifically mentions that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if your reputation gets too suspicious or lower, regardless of difficulty, you just can't trade. So yeah, well, it is true, but that's also not insane specific. Yeah, it actually does that bad. Yes. Yeah, Suspicious was actually Star Sector, and I'm pretty sure that's also the old reputation mechanics too. Yeah, I think we're just going to investigate the last sector, and then we might as well just call it a night. It's like, it is currently tomorrow, and I've got D&D to do tomorrow. Oh, and also, I also need to do some game development too after some D&D. Yeah, and maybe even some art. Okay, what missions do they have? Actually, I'm confident enough to take on IMF. Alright, so... it is currently 12:01 a.m. and I'm gonna head to bed. Is there Eternal DM or Forever DM? I have no idea. Basically, the DM is good. Yeah, I am not that well rehearsed in D&D, but oh well. Basically, I need to head to bed. So that's about it. Thanks for viewing.